Hi people and welcome to my new video. So today I want to talk about Switch Pro Controller as the title said and give my opinions on it. So yeah, Switch Pro Controller is considered as an alternative for the Joy-Cons as an alternative option to play games officially, right? And Joy-Cons are considered as the just like in two generation before for the Wii and the Wii U was the Wii modes. Wii modes are considered as the main main option to play, and the Wii Classic controller and later Wii U Pro controller were considered as alternative. So yeah, just like that, Switch Pro controller is considered as alternative to play Switch. Joy-Cons are the main option, right? Which I don't agree 100% because in those generations for the Wii and the Wii U, that motion controls were really like the main focus. Mostly, not all the time, but mostly. And in the this current generation with the Switch games, I think the Pro controller have really great features, really great features that let us game on Switch, right? So yeah, here is the that famous box for it, which is kind of great because the last controller from Nintendo that I buy was the NES Classic. NES Classic. I have that box somewhere. I will show you actually. I will pause the video. Yeah, I'm back. So yeah, this is the box for the Pro controller, which is kind of really cool because it's not breakable. It's durable, and I saved the other stuff inside, like protective that paper that is on controller, all that because I like to keep those things because I'm kind of like that. But last controller that I mentioned that I bought from Nintendo was the classic controller for the NES Classic, and this box is, I mean, I really like this controller, classic controller. It gave me a lot of options to play on Virtual Console for Wii and the Wii U, but box is disaster. This is cheap made, cheap with the cheap glue and stuff. Yeah, I mean, I like the art and the aesthetic of the box. It looks like from the 80s. It looks great, but this is with this cheap glue. I just destroyed. I just destroyed box because of stupid idea to put it like that. I mean, it's great controller and beautiful aesthetics, but yeah, box is kind of stupid. This one is great. I saved all of it. I mean, this is not unboxing video. I unboxed it. Actually, the first minute I got home, I opened it because we couldn't. My kid and I couldn't wait to play with the Pro controller to try it out. And yeah, this is a European version, as it said, and it said for on it for the use with the Nintendo Switch software that displays on the packaging. What that means? It means that on the case of the game for the Switch, there is a little icon that shows us is it compatible with Pro controller. And yeah, a reason why I don't agree that Switch Pro controller for the Switch is the same thing as the Wii U Pro controller for the Wii U, because for the Wii U Pro controller was really optional. Main focus was on the motion control still, because all controllers from original Wii modes and classic controllers worked on the Wii U also, but on the Switch that is not the case, and software for the Wii U was not made to play with the sham like this. I mean, you could use some games with the Pro controller, but mostly they worked fine with the with the Wiimote and the nunchuck, and yeah, even this I will show you. Okay, like here, like Wiimote is equivalent of Joy-Con, like something like that in this generation. And yeah, you could put like this controller for the virtual console NES games. You could put, this is from the V generation. This is V classic controller. This is like that updated version. And the reason why I didn't buy a Wii U or Pro controller was that this worked really fine, and a lot of games didn't have a benefit from it. I mean, it worked great with Xenoblade Chronicles and that on Wii, but on Wii U, I sometimes played with it. I borrowed a Pro controller for the Wii a few times from my friend, but I wasn't on the board that much to buy it. Yeah, but with the Switch Pro controller, I think this is the great. This is actually the best option to play Switch games in a docked mode. Trust me. I'm sure a lot of people already have it, because I'm not against Joy-Cons. I think Joy-Cons are fun, are great. I mean, there is some issues with that drifting and stuff like that. And in portable mode, the Joy-Cons are really cool, really great. And also some games in docked mode like ARMS. I mean, it's stupid to play ARMS with this controller. ARMS work better with Joy-Con shim. But some other games like Breath of the Wild or Mario Odyssey, I know that some people like to play with the grip on. Just a second. This video is turning into Joy-Con demonstration, but I just want to came to the point. Yeah, a lot of people like to play it like this with the disc shim or with the grips, little one on. I mean, I sometimes play FIFA with my kid as that, because he preferred to play with the Pro controller FIFA, but we don't have two Pro controllers. And yeah, this is Joy-Cons are kind of cool because they give you like two mini controllers in one, which is kind of cool. But mainly for the docked gaming, I think this is the best option. Even my kid, who is 10-year-old, he preferred to play it with this. So yeah, I turned everything back that I can continue to talk about Switch. Why it's so great. Battery on the Wii U Pro controller could stand like 60, 70 hours. I think something, it's mind blowing. It's great. This controller have a little less hours, but it's still great. It's like 30 to 40 hours, I think. I think around 40 hours. And this is great. I charge it this, I don't, really rare. And talking about charging, on the full charge, it's like around 40 hours. In this box, he came with USB-C cable that we can connect to the dock. And with that, we have a charger for this controller, which is really fast to charge it, because USB-C is like, I think at this point it's standard. It would be really stupid to put like a regular USB end. So yeah, you connect it and it's charging really fast. You can see Nintendo logo. This is official one. This is not some third party. I heard stuff from people that a third party cables and even a chargers for the Switch Pro controller and the Switch could damage your systems and controllers. I'm not sure about that. I never use it, but I always use official like cables for the new system, at least. For the older system, I don't know. I have different options, right? So yeah, let's talk about some features of it. It it actually have everything that Joy-Con have. It have that gyroscope. It have accelerometer, and also it works with amiibo figures. You take your figure, put it on the Pro controller, and it's inside. So yeah, if you have enough money, by the way, I need to mention this controller is really expensive. This says 599, so basically 600 Croatian kuna, which is equivalent of just to convert, just a second. Yeah, my brain is slow today. Around $60 or maybe even $65. So it's expensive. To compare it, pair of Joy Cons you can buy for that amount of cash, and with that pair you got like this grip and these little ones. So basically, you have a complete Joy-Con set for the same amount of cash. And the thing is, in that you have one like big controller and two little ones, two mini controllers, because you can share your Joy-Cons with kids and friends, and I don't know. But I still think it's a worth to invest your money if you like to play Switch games docked. And I have to be honest, I 70% of time play those games in docked mode. My kid and his friends play Switch games mostly in handheld mode because they like to snoop around and play games, and I don't know, they are fun. But when they play in docked mode, they also prefer to play with a Pro Controller. So yeah, I think I'm at one point I'm gonna get another one that we have at least two of these and another pair of Joy-Cons so that we have other options. So yeah, great controller for great system, and where is on my list of Nintendo's controller? I have a kind of list in my head. So usually people say that Nintendo GameCube is like best controller ever, which I kind of agree because I really, when I first used it, it was like kind of weird back in the day, but I used it really fast and I really love this controller. I try to use it really often because it's great for the Smash, for Mario Kart, for a bunch of other games. But I think after this is my second favorite controller, which is kind of weird because there was a Super Nintendo controller, which is iconic. There was a NES controller. I love NES controller, but I use this classic NES for the virtual console because it gave me that feel, like nostalgic feel. But I think this controller is great. Also, it works fine with NES games on the Switch. Yeah, it's great. I think it's my second favorite Nintendo controller ever. People would say that it doesn't have personality. It looks like any other controller, but I would not agree. It's when you have it in your hands, it's really, really great. So yeah, I repeat it myself. Great controller for great system with great features, great battery life. If you have a Switch and if you have an opportunity to get one of these and play games in docked mode, my definite recommendation. So yeah, that's all from it for today. Hi people, bye people. Ciao.